Hello everyone, this is D. Chiranjeevi, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Aditya University. Today I am going to discuss string methods. The learning outcome of this lecture is student will be able to understand the concept of string methods. So, in this lecture I will discuss the methods string length, string concatenation, this is concatenation, then this is comparison, then this is also one type of comparison CMPI, then string copy, and then lower, upper, okay, string upper, right. So, these are the methods I will discuss in this lecture. So, the first method is string length. So, this method will return length of the string, it will count the number of characters there in the string and it will return the length in integer. Okay. So, the syntax first simply you need to write strlen, then you need to pass the string variable, okay, string name you need to pass, okay. So, because it will give you the length, so it must be integer type, so that is why the output will be stored in a integer variable, okay. So, now let us understand this with an example. So, now string methods can only access by using string header file, that is has include string.h, okay. So, the string methods can be accessed by using string.h. So, you are writing one header file, that is stdio.h for printf scanf and this string.h for string methods, okay. So, now you declared a string here and then you are finding the length, so you declared a integer type of variable, that is strle length, and then after that you are reading a string from user, okay. So, you have printed a message, that is enter string, you read the string using getS function, okay. So, here user has given that value as welcome, okay. So, now after that you are simply use the string length function and you pass the string variable name str here, okay. Now, the length of the string user has given welcome will be stored in str length. Now, you are printing that str length. So, str length is, so here that is welcome. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, the length of the string is 7, okay. So, this is how string length is written by the str length function. Now, next one is strcat. Now, strcat means concatenation, string concatenation. Now, what does it mean by concatenation? Concatenation means at the end of the first string, second string will be joined, okay. Now, what does it mean by string concatenation? It means second string will be appended to the end of the first string, okay. This process is known as concatenation. Now, the syntax simply you need to write strcat, then you need to pass first string variable and then second string variable. So, the second string variable will be appended to the end of the first string variable. Now, let us understand with an example. So, first of all you need to declare two strings. So, you have declared two strings str1 and str2. After that you read from the user first string and after that you read second string from the user. After that you are concatenation, you are performing concatenation. Now, after concatenation simply strcat, str1, str2. Now, if you do so you will get the output like first string here you entered, that is good, second string you entered, that is morning. So, the second string morning will be joined to the end of the first string good. So, the output is concatenated string is good morning, okay. So, this is how string concatenation can be performed. And the next one is string compare. CMP is the compare function, strcmp, okay. So, CMP means comparison, string comparison, string comparison. So, this string CMP is a function in strings, this is a case sensitive, it does check uppercase lowercase differently in this case. So, in this case if both the strings are same you will get the output 0. So, it returns the value is 0, and if the first string value let us say uppercase, let us say capital A, okay. Let us say your string is ABC, AAB and your other string is capital AAB. In this case the first string, first letter ASCII value is 65. In this case, the other one is 97. If you see the difference, it will be negative. In this case, if the first string is capital, second string is smaller case, the ASCII value difference is negative, the output will be -1. Okay. If your first string is this one, small a, small b, then if your second string is capital AAB, in this case your ASCII value difference is positive. In that case, output will be +1. Okay. So whenever you perform string comparison, you will get three type of outputs. One is 0 when both the strings are same. The other one is negative when the first string ASCII value is smaller than the ASCII value of second string, then you will get -1. When you get +1, when the ASCII value of first string is higher than the second string, in that case you will get +1. So these are the three type of outputs you may get when you perform string comparison. Okay. So it does check character by character. First it will check first character. If it is matched, then it will check second character. If it is not matched, then the difference between the two second characters it will give. If first characters is not matched, there only it will give you the difference and it will return the output. Now let's understand with an example. So you declare two strings, string 1 and string 2, and then you read the first string and then you read the second string. Now you given first string good and the second string also you have given good. Now if you see all the characters in both the strings are same. In this case the output is 0 because both are identical, that's why you are getting 0. What if your second string, if you take small g, then capital G minus small g, so ultimately you will get negative output. Okay, if your first string is small case, if second string is capital case, then you will get +1, that is +1. Now next one is CMPI. This is also string comparison function, but it doesn't check case sensitive. It will treat small case and uppercase letters same. Okay, so the syntax is CMPI, strCMPI, string variable 1, string variable 2. Now if you see with an example, so you declare two strings, then you read two strings, string 1 and string 2, that is good in uppercase and the other one is in small case. After that you are performing strCMPI. Now I told you both uppercase and lowercase it will treat same. So that's why both strings are identical, same. So that's why your output is 0. If the first string, let's say you have taken welcome capital and second string you taken let's say good. In this case the output is, so W, capital W ASCII value and small g ASCII value. If you see the small g ASCII value is greater than capital W, so what will happen? So in this case the output is positive. So if you take first string good and second string welcome, then in that case negative. Okay, even though you taken capital and small, it doesn't matter. So in this case, so what will happen? So it is, if you take capital W or small w, doesn't matter at all. So it will take same ASCII value. Okay, then it will give you the output. String copy. So this CPY means string copy. Next function is string copy method. So it copy one string to another string. Okay, so here the second string will be copied to first string. Okay, so strcpy, you need to pass string variable 1 and string variable 2. What will happen? Second string will be copied to first string. Now let's understand with an example. So string 1, string 2, two strings declared, you read two strings. After that you are performing string copy, str1, str2. What does it mean? It means string 2 will be copied to string 1. Now earlier first string you have given hello, second string you given welcome. After string copy, if you are printing first string, after copying, so you will get welcome. So the reason is string 1 is copied from string 2 value and string 2 is same, that is welcome. The next one is string lower. This function will convert all the uppercase letter to lowercase letters. Now let's understand with an example. You declared a string size 20, then you read the string. Now you are using strlwr function and you are passing the string variable name. Okay, what will happen? So you given welcome, all the letters are uppercase, so all the letters are converted to small case. If you keep some uppercase and some lowercase letters, then some uppercase letters will be converted to lowercase letters will be stay as it is. Then string upper function, this function converts all the characters of the string lowercase to uppercase. Okay. So simply strupr is the string upper function. So let's understand with an example. So you declared a string of size 20, then you read the string, then string upper you are performing. So here all the case letters are small, so it will convert to uppercase. If you give some uppercase letters and some small case letters, all the small case letters will be converted to uppercase letters will stay as it is. So in this lecture I have discussed string length method, string concatenation method, string comparison method, string copy, string lower, string upper methods. Thank you.